Yo, what's going on to all my sports peeps around the world? It's your favorite sports podcast. If you don't know the name, let me put you on game. It's
Yeah.
the Zone Sports Podcast, baby. You know what I mean? On one half of your host, your boy Big V. As you can see, my guy over there, he the other half of the host. Let him know who you be, my G.
Yo, it's your boy Cool C, never dating the floozy. Yo, it's your boy Corey, never telling the same old tired story. It's your boy COOL. Good gosh, boy, what the hell? Hey, man, for those out there in YouTube land, we did it just for you. We got the sound for you out back. Corey, Big Vito, what's going on? Reporting live from the shop. For those who don't know, the shop was the old stomping grounds of Raspberry's Premium Denim, and it was definitely and still is apparently home of Sky Zone. I can tell by the background. I love that place, man. Big Vito, what's up, man?
Man, as you already know, man, of course it's here. You know what I mean? Reporting live from the Skyzone.Society headquarters. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. And I'm just so hyped with all this sports stuff going on with the playoffs, Corey. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Key, you know what I mean? Raspberry
What
Premium
up?
Denim. You know what time it is. But yo, before we pop it off, I gotta let y'all know who we sponsored by. We sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. Make sure you shopping at Skyzone.Society.bigcartel.com. You know what I mean? Corey, how are you, man? What's good with you?
Man, some everything, man. We doing good, man. Just looking at these sports and looking at our LA Lakers, man. We we looking all right. I feel great, man. We feel
Hey,
great. I know we're gonna dive into it, but I'm feeling great. How you doing, man?
man, I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? My daughter just turned 9 on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Feeling
Salute.
feeling good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to be here. I can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah,
know what, Corey? You know how we got to start the show off with. We got to
man.
start the show off with the what the hell segment, man. What you got for us, Corey?
Hey, man, the What the Hell segment is the brainchild of Big Vito Corleone, known as Big V. It is co-sponsored by my little baby girl who is on fire today. Boy, that girl came home from daycare. She just screaming up a storm, Big V. My daughter probably saying what the hell right now, but she better not be cussing around her daddy. And that's going to be a whole nother story because she can't even talk. And it is brought to you by me, Big V. I'm an owner. I'm an owner, Big V. I do what I want.
Okay.
And you know what, Big V?
Mm-hmm.
When I'm an owner, I do what I want when I want.
Mm-hmm.
Big V,
What you got?
when you the owner, you could take the ball and go home if you want to, if it's your court. Big V, if you own the building, I paid for the building, Big V. The building's my Big V. If I would like to interject myself in a playoff NBA game, I can, Big V. Big V, I would like to play a little game. The game is a guy who probably didn't have too many ladies coming up, a guy who's probably considered a dweeb in some aspects, Big V. Big V, this gentleman who I cannot remember the college team he was on, but he was on a walk. He was walk on. He won a championship as a walk on. Big V, I would like to play a game, and this game is called I'm a Wannabe. But don't worry, Big V, because I know we strapped for time, so I ain't gonna even drag it on too much longer. The gentleman that I'm referring to, Big V, is Phoenix Suns owner Matt Ishbia. Matt Ishbia, Big V. Big V, I'm watching the game. You watching the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. And the ball lands on a said fan. That said fan was Phoenix Suns owner Matt it's Bia. I'm gonna start calling him Bia for the rest of this segment, Big V. You know, because I'm an owner. I do what I want. This is my building. Theoretically, this is my ball that bounced into my lap, Big V. Technically. And I ain't want to give it up, Big V. I ain't want to give it up. Big V is mine. Look, Big V. My dad got me a basketball goal when I was about in high school. This was back when I still thought I was going to be Michael Jordan. And I can't dunk Big V. I never could, never have, never will. So Big V, you know what I told my dad to do? I said, Dad, man, screw that 10 feet rim. Let's lower it to 8 feet because I know I'm going to be able to dunk. and I'm going to dunk on some heads, Big V. That's what I'm going to do because that's my goal that my dad bought. This ball, it's mine. My dad gave it to me. Big V, that's my dad's house. Long story short, Big V, I went up for what I thought was going to be my first dunk. And you know what happened, Big V?
What happened?
I got blocked. And Big V, not only did I get blocked, I fell on my ass pretty hard. I'm salty about this, Big V. Not because it wasn't a good defensive play, not because it was a cheap shot. It was just that I came to the realization that I'm only going to be 5'9". I came to the realization that if I can't dunk on an 8-foot goal in my crib, in my own backyard, I ain't going to be able to dunk anywhere. So you know what I did, Big V?
What you do?
The game continued. I told my dad about it because he was like, why you got all that grass on your ass, son? I said, well, Dad, I got blocked. I fell on my backside, Pops. Why? Hey, man, I thought I had a good one, and I got blocked. But see, that wasn't the end of it, Big V. The rest of it was that everybody else was dunking on my goal and my ball with my yard on me and on everybody else. Big V, my house was probably known as NBA Jam, where Bill Clinton could dunk from half court, Big V. That was what was going on. My dad said, you know what? I'm going to fix this. My dad raised the goal from 8 feet to 12 feet. Big V, needless to say, there won't any more dunking going on in the Smith household. And you know what? I wasn't really upset about that. So let's get back to Bia over here. So now we done confirmed, this ain't alleged, Big V. We have confirmed that he's a dork. Now, it may be alleged that he couldn't get a hottie back in the day, back in high school. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But we have definitely confirmed that he's a lame, Big V.
Okay.
So he holds the ball and try to keep Denver, Joker, from getting the ball quick. Now, first, Big V, I had to do a little bit of an investigation on this. Because when I looked at it, it's like Joker went real quick to try to help and get the ball back. I'm like, Dad, why? But then I thought about it. Sometimes cats be BSing when the ball get out of bounds and trying to use it as an unofficial timeout and then try to, and kind of just lagging, where in essence, Denver could be go ahead and setting up another play as it could be a 5-on-4 scenario. Real quick, a case in point happened like that maybe like a month or so ago with Dallas, where Mark Cuban got upset, contested the game. Whereas this happened, if I'm not mistaken, each team, I guess somebody thought it was a timeout. I can't remember if it was the Dallas or the other team. But anyway, the other team is way across half court in their huddle. And Dallas is like, yo, there ain't no timeout. The ref is sitting there like, yo, what's going on? Oh, buddy, hey, somebody from Dallas, give me the ball. Guy gets the ball, scores 2 points. The other team's like, what the hell is going on? What was going on? Like, yo, there wasn't no timeout. We never granted you a timeout. The ref's like, yo, let's go. So maybe that could have been a scenario. It came out, I'm reading the New York Times right now. Joker thought it was a really good chance for a 5-on-4 scenario. Again, you catch somebody with their pants down, let's go. Let's go. And so after the game, Joker was asked about the said incident. And he said that, it's not right. I need to be protected by the league. And so the reporter was like, yeah, he kept being referred to as the fan. The reporter was like, well, you do know that he was the owner of the Phoenix Suns, Joker. And I'm quoting, he's a fan, right? I know who he is, but he's a fan, isn't he? Acknowledging that Bia did a whole flop maneuver. And basically, when Joker hit him with the elbow, he kind of act like, he got clothesline, maybe he got drop kicked by the Undertaker. I don't know what happened, Big V. Now, Joker's a big man. I don't know. I don't know about Bia's equally. I don't know anything about that, But then, he came back and he been Bia and tweeted the following day. Great win for the Suns last night in an amazing series so far. That should be the only story. But suspending or fining anyone over last night's incident would not be right. I have a lot of respect for the Joker, and I don't want to see anything like that. I'm excited for Game 5. Go Suns. Now, Big V. Now, I know a publicity stunt when I see one. See, you can't fool me. So, cause see, you didn't have that energy the night before. You didn't have that energy when you got into a face of a 14-foot, 480-pound Greek god known as the Joker, who could just wipe the floor with you with his pinky finger. You ain't had that energy then. And then when he shoves you with the little elbow, you do the whole Fred Sanford. You know, you do all that, Big V. So see. But which one is it? I'm confused. But then let me get this straight. The Joker, he gets fined. He gets fined what $20,000, $25,000 for that. Now, if you want to argue off the basis of technicality that he should not have put his hands or little elbow on Bia, okay, you might have an argument. But Big V, I'm also a fan of personal space. You reach out and touch me, I got the right to reach out and touch you back. I don't care what the size advantage is. And Big V, well, we've been doing this podcast for almost 2 years. This comes up every single year where the fans, i.e. Bia, is too close to the daggone game. Now, this could have been way worse than what it was. It really could have.
Yeah.
And I understand he's the owner. I understand it's his building, man. But why don't you sit your ass up in the owner's box if you're not going to conduct yourself accordingly? Big V, I know you a dork. I know you a lame, Big V. I know Bia wishes that could really be him being the court. But see, he can't do anything else other than own a team. And look, he will be more rich than I will ever be in 12 lifetimes. Congratulations. How you got to be that rich, I don't know, but salute to you. Whether you a trust fund baby or whether you went out there and had the wits and smarts and wherewithal to start whatever companies and to buy an NBA team. Salute. But you know what? Bia, we still don't like you. Bia, what the hell, man? What is that?
Oh my goodness.
What is that?
Corey, when Joker hit him with the elbow and he went flying, I was at the crib rolling on the floor laughing. It was dead hilarious. I was so glad Joker did it. Let go of the damn ball. What are you doing? Why are you cuffing the ball? What are you doing? I'm glad it happened, man. What the hell, man? You know what I mean?
Man?
Man, let's keep it on the playoffs real quick. You know what I mean? Because Corey, it looking like, my pick for the finals. Oh man, it's looking like my pick.
Looking off, Big V.
It's looking a little off, man. You know what I mean? For all my people out there in the zone sports land, listen, you've been listening to this podcast, or if you're new, I picked the Warriors to win it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me update you guys on the series between the Warriors and the Lakers, if you don't know. The Lakers are up 3-1. 3-1. Let me play the scenario out here for you for the people that really don't know the severity of this. The Lakers need 1 game to win, Corey. Just 1. Whereas the Warriors need to win, 3, 4 games?
Yeah. They need 3.
They need 3 games to win it? It's been done before, Corey, but listen. I think it might be over, Corey. I think it might be over for the Warriors, man. They play tonight. Today is May 10th. They play tonight, you know what I mean? So hopefully by the time that this airs, the Lakers have gotten a W. And maybe I was wrong about the Warriors winning the championship. This is a win. This is a win-win for me because it's a win-win-lose. Because let me explain here. If the Lakers win, I'm happy. I'm a Lakers fan. Great. If the Warriors come back and win, I picked them to win the chip. So it's still no W, you know what I mean? But it's a loss because my team will be out of the playoffs, Corey. Corey, I'm gonna be honest. I think they'll lose tonight. I think the Lakers will lose tonight. And I think we're gonna close it out, Corey, game 6. I don't see us going into the Warriors Stadium getting that dub tonight. I think they're gonna come. These are the defending champions. We gotta show them some respect.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much I trust the Lakers right now. Still, even at this point in the playoffs, Corey, I don't know. It's still too surreal for me that we're even in the second round. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. At this moment, I trust the Warriors still more than I trust my Lakers, man. That are defending champions, like I said, and they have baby Jesus on the other team, aka Steph Curry. It's hard to just throw the towel in on them, man, as well as the other guys that they have, Clay and the others, man. Yeah. I think the Warriors come out tonight pissed off. I think they come out trying to redeem themselves from these past two games. And I think they come out beating us tonight, man. I think tonight we're gonna come out a little sluggish. AD and LeBron played most of that game last game. Not to mention you have to travel to get there, regardless if it's an hour or two, however long it is. You still have to travel to get there and do all the other things. I don't see it, man. I don't see the Lakers closing it out tonight. What are your thoughts, man?
Big V, I echo every sentiment you just said. I'm going to be shocked if we win tonight. Let me go ahead and back up just a tad here. You're surprised that we may be going to the Western Conference Finals. I'm surprised that we're co-favorites to win the title, but even more so than that, and that's per Vegas, that's not me. I'm surprised we're in the damn playoffs, Big V.
Me too.
What was 13, 14 for the longest? Like, Big V, I'm with you. Yeah. I think that the ramifications for Golden State is super huge tonight. It all goes down tonight, good or bad. I feel like that if Golden State loses another game, clearly they're going to be out. But I want to be careful on the end of the dynasty talk because I thought that was going to happen a few years ago. But then they won the championship last year. Each time I'm kind of like, man, they're down and out, man. Like, then they, they're almost like, minus the cheating, they're almost like how the New England Patriots were in their heyday during when Tom Brady was there. It's like, it's one of those deals you don't really believe it's over until it's over.
Yeah.
And you got to see it because I think the ramifications for this is going to be huge. I think there could potentially be an organizational change in the front office. I damn sure enough know it's going to be some player moving around because they're like they murdering that luxury tax. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know it's one of the most expensive luxury taxes out of any NBA ball club.
Yep.
You got Jordan Poole, who's having his own issues with the team, where he don't feel like he's accepted by the core three. There was an incident that was on Twitter that my wife brought to my attention a few days ago. I didn't even know about it during the Sacramento series, where it was a timeout or play was stopped or whatever, and Golden State is walking back to their respective bench or whatnot. Jordan Poole is walking past Draymond Green. Draymond Green tried to dap him, and Jordan Poole just kind of nudges him out the way. And then Jesus, a.k.a. Steph Curry, goes over to the bench and don't really know what was said, but the finger pointing was pointed at Jordan Poole. And then Jordan Poole, kind of just went back and I guess dapped up Draymond Green, and Steph Curry went to Draymond Green and kind of gave him the double, dap, like, hey, no, we good now, we good. Like whatever it was that was going on, I guess Steph Curry took care of it. So, and then you're talking about, well, what if the GM wants to hit the reset button minus Steph Curry? You look at Draymond Green, who I feel is only there because Steph Curry wants him there. He's like Draymond Green, for all good he brings to a team, he's done enough to get traded by now, right? And so let's just say that hypothetically that the GM, I think his name is Bob Myers, wants to, and I think the owner name is Joe Lacob. I might have him confused. YouTube, correct me down below. Where it's like, well, you know what? This Clay guy, he can still get you on some nights, but he's just not what he used to be. Let's see what we could get for him. Because currently constructed, we can't get another one. I say might because I thought they couldn't do it last year and they did. I'm with you. And so it's kind of like, well, how does that affect Steph if ownership and the front office come in and say, like, man, you know what? Man, we're gonna get rid of Clay and see what some pieces. Because even though I love Clay and I love the comeback story, I still think it's either going to take a little bit longer to get back to where he was, especially defensively, right? Or he might not ever be able to get back there. Now, off of name alone, you're going to be able to get something for Klay Thompson. He's the guy who could have been the guy on teams back in his heyday. So how does Steph handle that, right? Draymond Green is a free agent. I think it's either a team option or a player's option. I can't remember. It's something like that. And so what is he going to want to do? Now, let's get to Steve Kerr. Let's just say hypothetically, management comes in and say, you know what, Draymond Green, let's just say we're going to put Klay Thompson on a trading block just to see what we could get. We're going to at least hear some phone calls, Big V. But then Draymond Green's like, you know what, man? What are we going to do with this Jordan Poole guy? Because I don't like this guy. I don't like him. Or maybe I do like him, but he don't like me, rightfully so. Getting your face blown to do that to you, Big V.
Yeah.
And so what happens when Draymond Green ain't there and they decide to keep Poole? Well, is Stephen Curry cool with that? Is Klay Thompson cool with that? But then Steve Kerr, let's just say hypothetically, Klay is gone, Draymond is gone. You're stuck with Poole because ain't nobody going to want to pick up the contract right now. Let's just say hypothetically, out of your normal starting 4 or starting 5, even though Jordan ain't starting right now, the only one that's remaining is Steph. Do Steve Kerr want to be part of a rebuilding effort? Because Kuminga ain't doing what he was supposed to do, right? Wiseman, I mean, the guy you got, Poole, he's streaky at best. He's more of a D'Angelo Russell, which if he's hitting, you're not going to lose. But D'Angelo Russell got nice for us even this season where it's like it's a hit or a miss as well as other players. So that's what I mean by like it could be organizational changes. It's a whole lot that got to go right for this team to get ran back next year. But if it gets ran back, how far do you go? Because to me, without Steph Curry, they don't even make the playoffs, Big V.
Of course.
So they got a whole lot riding on tonight's game, which is why I think they're going to win. Now, we're going to get them in game 6 back at home. I will be shocked. And let me get it twisted. Big V and I are Lakers fans. Yep. But it's our job to bring it to you to still call it how we see it. Mm-hmm. I just don't see it. I think we will get the series just off the fact that we got so many chances to do it. You know, it's like Big V, you a PlayStation guy, Xbox guy, whatnot. Hey, how many cracks did you get to fight the final boss? Oh, many as I want, long as I keep starting over and over again. Well, Big V, we got 3 more chances to close this game. And I do also feel that closeout games are extremely difficult. So I know I got Golden State. I got us losing to Golden State tonight, but boy, I want to be wrong, but I got to call it how I see it too.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I hope that we're wrong so we can go ahead and just get it over with and get some rest. But
let me ask you this real quick because I've been seeing the sports rounds real quick, Big V.
Okay.
Real quick. If the game ain't going right by halftime, there's been some people saying, you know, AD and LeBron might need to get pulled by halftime if it ain't going the way it's going due to rest. I don't know about that.
No.
I think you give it all you got tonight.
Yeah, I'm not.
If it's in the fourth quarter, we getting smoked, then that's a little bit. I don't know if you give it up by
halftime. No, absolutely not, man. You got to have some dog.
That sounds ridiculous.
I'm not from that era where we sit down and be at halftime. I don't know where the hell
in a playoff game
from. In the playoffs, hell no.
I heard this on multiple sports shows from
Cowherd
to First Take. I'm just like, wait.
You hearing this on the Zone Sports podcast? No, they need to fight it out to at least the top of the fourth quarter and see what we looking like. You know what I mean? If we down by 25, 30 and top of the fourth, let's rest. Let's rest. Let's regroup, rest, and come back for game 6. Yep. That's it. You know what I mean? Let's keep it NBA though, Corey. Ladies and gentlemen, this next topic is disturbing to me. This week, just a couple days ago, the NBA released their all-NBA defensive teams list. Has some great names on there. Corey, if you like to pull up the list, you know what I mean, we can read a couple names off while I, go through my little soliloquy.
Got it up, buddy.
This isn't to hate on anybody that's on the list by far.
Yeah.
But I have to ask a question to the NBA, Corey. Who the hell is in the voting rooms that did not put Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid on any ANY, any of the all NBA defensive teams list? Corey, I think you have the first, second, and third team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You have three teams, three, and Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis are on either of the three teams of the NBA defensive players. Corey, if I'm not mistaken, AD averaged almost 3 blocks a game.
Yeah.
I think Embiid averaged almost the same. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Even if he didn't, Corey, I'm going off the eye test. Every time I see Joel Embiid defensively, he's one of the best two-way players in the game.
Yeah.
Best two-way players in the game. Corey, when you have guys that have guys scared to come into the paint because of their defensive presence, you can't tell me that when there's guys like that are left off the all NBA defensive teams, three of them, you can't tell me that it's enough players in the league that come before them that they can't make any of the three teams, Corey. Corey, this is terrible. This is bad. Everybody in the world knows it. Those guys have played both ways for the most part of this NBA season. When I mean both ways, I'm talking about defense and offense, particularly the defensive side of the ball, especially for AD. Especially for AD, Corey. Corey, this is terrible. This list needs them on it. It sucks without them on there. Pause. And I don't understand who. I don't understand the voters and what sense did that make to leave two of the most dominant big men in the game off of the list, Corey. What are your thoughts, man?
This is horrible. So I got that list pulled up.
Okay.
With you, I thought it was three teams. It's actually only two teams.
It's only two. Okay, pardon me.
Like that. That's a moot point. It doesn't matter, right? Big V. I didn't notice until you sent the show notes, and I'm looking at it right now. And they got it broke down by points and votes and all that stuff there. Just to kind of let the folks know the first team, and they got it. They got it by position, which I think, and there've been people screaming about this with the voting anyway. Just do away with the positions. It's almost a positionless league anyway. But anyway, so right now you got at forward Jared Jackson. Again, he deserves that. You got guard and Drew Holiday. You got the center and Brook Lopez. You got Evan Mobley as a forward. You got Alex Caruso as a guard for your first NBA all defensive team. Now your second team, guard Derek White. You have the Draymond Green, Golden State as a forward. OG and Anunoby as another forward in the second team here. Dylan Brooks, guard, as a second team there. And Bam Adebayo as the center for the second team. Now, here are other players getting votes. I'm going to run through the guards real quickly here. Okay. So for the guards, other people receiving votes. Marcus Smart, Mikal Bridges, Jimmy Butler, Hubert Jones, you know who he is, Legends Dort, whatever, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jonte Murray, Tyrese Halliburton, Paul George, Chris Paul, DeAnthony Melton from Philadelphia, Deion Wright, and Patrick Beverly. Those are the guards. But now let's go ahead and do the other one. Other players receiving votes. Forwards, Giannis, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Davis, Desmond Bain, Scotty Barnes, Kevin Durant, Aaron Gordon, PJ Tucker. Now, let me pause for a second. So, of the other players receiving forwards, Anthony Davis, and they got it broken down by votes, Big V. Anthony Davis received 0 first-team votes. 0. He received 9 second-place votes. 9. All right? Now, cool. Let's keep going down to the centers here. Nick Claxton, Joel Embiid, Jared Allen, Walker Kessler. Joel Embiid got 3. 3, Big V. 3 first-team votes, 9 second-team votes. Now, Big V, I don't know. When this stuff happens, there's never a breakdown in criteria of how they come to their decisions, which I totally despise. I think for the longest, including the MVP, even though I feel like they got it right this year, it always need to be a set of criteria. Just straight up, we need to be able to look at a box and be like, hey, does said player check said box? And then if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Okay, you want to have another box? Oh, well, the team record is blah, blah, over 500. Okay, cool. Then this player qualifies for A, B, and C. But the fact that Anthony Davis, and I know I'm biased. I watch way more Lakers game than any other team out there. I get that. But I know what my eyes see, Big V. Mm-hmm. You just pulled up some stats earlier. You mean to tell me that Anthony Davis, he ain't get no
votes?
I get it. He missed some games, but so did these other players. He don't get no votes, no first team votes at all. And Joel Embiid only gets 3. That is insane to me, dog.
Insane.
And I know totally that Joel Embiid, I think he got the MVP because this would be a travesty if he didn't get the MVP. Mm-hmm. And then he got to sit back and be like, okay, well, at least I get the defensive. Players' contracts are incentivized by whether they make an all NBA team.
Yep.
I guess it's kind of why I kind of feel some type of way about it. And the fact is just insane to me. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I think it's a travesty. I don't know who these voters are. I don't know if they're quote unquote millennials. I don't know if they're old heads. I don't know who they are. Most of these guys are faceless. I know a few because they say so either on ESPN or NBA radio on Sirius XM. That's about the only way. And they'll come out and say, hey, I have a vote. Right. Or whatever. And even then, they mostly tell the MVP vote. They don't really tell like the defensive voting or anything like that. This is a travesty.
It is.
It's a travesty, man. That's bad. I don't know. I don't see Anthony Davis being any better than what he is this year, just due to health reasons. Big V. I will be shocked if he have a year like this next year. Same deal with Joel Embiid. He already got a knee issue, Big V.
Yeah,
he's already wearing
the knee brace
and knee braces and stuff like that. He ain't gonna get any better than he was this year. You mean to tell me this is the year that he's like, oh, we're just gonna give him 3 first team vote, 9 second team vote. Oh, this is gonna be the year that we only gonna give Anthony Davis no first team votes and 9 second team votes. That's an extended what the hell on that one. I don't know about that one, Big V. That's crazy to me.
It's like a lot of hate. That's what it looked like. Like a lot of hate. You should be ashamed. Anybody on that panel should be ashamed of themselves. Seriously. Anthony Davis, 0 first team votes. Get the hell out of here.
0.
Crazy.
Insane, man.
Oh my goodness, man. Lord. Shout out to everybody that be tuning in every week to this great sports podcast. Shout out to everybody that be calling me about the clips. Shout out to everybody that be watching us, you know what I mean, for the YouTube shorts, Instagram clips, Twitter, however you watching us, or everybody be watching the whole thing. However you watching this, man, keep the support coming. We'll definitely appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? We're going to keep y'all plugged in on this good sports talk, you know what I mean? We right back at y'all next week. Hopefully, you know what I mean, the Lakers series will be closed out and we can proceed on to the next round, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But you know how we end this thing, man.
Hey,
Corey, what's
real
up?
Quick, let me give a shout out to you, and let me give a shout out to Voyage Raleigh Magazine. My boy Big V, he posted on his Facebook. I said, wait, he's in magazines now? He's in salute to you and salute the Voyage magazine, VoyageRaleigh.com. Let me get it right here. I read the features that they had on you. So salute to you and salute the Voyager Voyage Raleigh. I hope I'm saying that right. I want to get him. So salute to that too before we hit him with the peace sign, Big V.
Thank you, man. I definitely appreciate that, man. Shout out to Stephanie and everybody over there at Voyage Raleigh Magazine. You feel me? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the love, Corey. I definitely do, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, yo, go check that out. You know what I mean? I might leave a link in the description of
the
video. That. You know what I mean? So y'all can tap into it. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. Corey, you know, I'm gonna see you next week. You know, I'm gonna be, you know what I mean? I might be hitting you tonight, man. If it look like we're gonna get away, I might be hitting you tonight. Like, yo, Corey, I think we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be on.
Something telling me that we're not gonna do it. We're gonna wait to game 6. But you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about that a little later. So we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all know how we end this thing, right?
Hey.